Again, another optional question, and I will say, but by taking these options, you're going to give yourself better options. Right, now this is a problem that we've done prior, and you may not recall that though, especially if you didn't do it prior. But like a lot of things, if you're doing a lot of work, you may not recall the stuff that you've done in the past. Right, so we've done this, and we did it best by recognizing that if there is a square root to this thing, it's going to be a perfect square, and that's what we did last time. We come up with this answer over here. But now they're asking me to do something different. And they're asking me to look at this in terms of what the A and the B is. And the way I would do this, looking at it, is I would assume it's doable for the get-go. And what I mean by that is if it's doable, I'll be able to figure out what the A and the B is, with the assumption that A and the B are some positive number. All right? So I'd square both sides, and you would get 203 minus 20 root 6 equals, well, then I'd get A plus B minus 2 root AB. Right? And what I would do here is I would equate things. Like I'm thinking to myself is, the 203, whoops, sorry about that. The 203 is probably the A plus B. And this guy over here, the minus 20 root 6, is probably this guy over here. So let's just equate them. And let's put that down for you. So I'm going to say the 203 is equal to A plus B. And I'm going to say that the minus 20 root 6 is the same thing as minus 2 root AB. All right, so I'm going to think to myself, A plus B equals 203. That root's killing me. So I'm going to write this a little differently. I'm going to write it as, I'll divide both sides by minus 2. It's 10 root 6 equals root AB. And let me see if I can, figure this out. This could be root 600 would equal the root of AB. So I'm going to say, oh dear, AB's got to be 600 then. Right, don't despair yet. I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking it's going to be an easy guessing problem. So I'm going to say two numbers that multiply to 600 but add to 203. I'm going to, it looks pretty easy for me. It looks like they're going to be 3 and 200. All right? Again, I'm dealing with positive numbers. 3 times 200, definitely 600. 3 plus 200, definitely 203. So it satisfies this. But I got to be real careful over here. And what I mean by that is I've got to look at, this over here. Now, what do I know about over here? Whatever it is, got to be a positive number. So I couldn't write down root 3 minus root 200. It's not possible because that's going to be a negative number. So instead, what I'm going to do is write down the root of 200 minus the root of 3. Let's simplify that. What do you get over there? Well, 200's got 100 in it, and that's going to be 10 root 2 minus root 3. We're getting it. By the way, the work is over here. All right, what I mean by work, the work I type up for you, including the answer in the end of it. Thank you so much for paying attention.